Hi everybody, welcome back to Learn English with Chef Joanna. Today I'm going to go over how to make sweet potato fries. Alright, so let's get started. This is going to be a baked sweet potato fry recipe, so it's a little healthier and less messy. So I got 2 sweet potatoes here. This will be probably for 2 or 3 people. Well, I mean, I really love sweet potatoes, so I could eat a whole potato myself. I'm just going to start by peeling these, so you can also leave the skin on. The skin is very healthy, but when it bakes, it gets kind of tough, so I like to just remove it. So let me do this quickly. Alright, so I got my 2 sweet potatoes all peeled up. Ooh. And now I'm just going to cut them. So the size is very important. You should make them all the same size as much as possible. So I like to cut it in half like that so that it's not too long. So I have 4 like that. And then very carefully, because it's going to roll, you first want to make a stable base. So right now it's not very safe cutting it. I'm just going to cut a little piece off. Okay, and then now it doesn't move. So it's a little more safe. So I just go like that. You want your fingers to be like this so the blade can go right next to it on your fingernails. Okay? So, do your best. It's more important to be safe than make them all the same size. So, alright. So this is probably the ideal size here. Some are going to be a little different, but more or less they're about the same size. Okay, so I'm just going to finish up cutting all these to this kind of size. And then placing it on a baking tray. So this one got a little, oh, there it is. I'm just putting on a baking tray with silicone so it's not going to stick. You can also use parchment paper, and that's really going to help the cleanup so you don't have a big cleanup. Alright, so now we got all our sweet potato cut up and placed on here. You could probably do one more, but this is ideal because you want a lot of space in between so they get nice and crispy. If you put too many in one place, it's just going to get kind of soggy and soft. So you want more air, more in space so that it gets crispy. I have a little olive oil here. We just need about 2 teaspoons. About 2 teaspoons. You don't want too much. And then I have some garlic powder. I'm just going to sprinkle that on pretty generously. It means a lot, because that's going to give the flavor. You can also just do salt and pepper, but I like a little garlic. And then we have our salt here, this little Himalayan salt. If you go high above, it's going to have more even space to go. If you go here, it's going to go all on one. So you want to go high up, like a chef, and just like that. Okay? And then, now's the fun part, you get to get dirty. So you just want to mix them all up so that the oil coats all of the sweet potato. So yeah, I would say 2 teaspoons of oil is good, 1 to 2 teaspoons. I put a little too much, but it's still going to be great. Okay, so this is going to be much healthier than your fried sweet potato, and it's going to be less messy to clean up. Alright, so what I'm doing right here is just making space, so you don't want any on top of each other like that. You don't want that. You want it all spaced out here, okay? So you see that it's all spaced out. And then I have my oven at 425 degrees. I'm going to put it in for 15 minutes. I'm going to check it, try to turn them with some tongs, and then put it in for another about 15 minutes, okay? So we'll check back soon. Hi everybody, let's check back after 15 minutes how they are doing. Alright, so you can see them here. Hopefully you can hear it. They are going nicely here. I'm just going to flip them a little bit so they can evenly cook. And I'm going to put them back for another 15 minutes, but it'll probably cook fast, so I want to keep an eye on it. Alright, so let's check after 15 minutes how our sweet potato fries are doing. They are looking good, really good. Okay. So, they got a little brown on the edges, which is okay. Probably 10 minutes would be okay, but I do like them a little toasty. So, because there's a little oil there, I could have used a little less oil, maybe 1 teaspoon instead of 2. I'm going to put them on a dish here with some paper towel, just so that it's going to drain the oil and make them extra crispy. So carefully. And that's going to be it. Alright. So here we are. Our little sweet potato fries. And you have to wait for these to cool because they're very hot. But you can see here that I'm trying to separate them so that they are going to all get crispy. If they're crowded, then they're going to steam on top of each other and get soggy. But here is your sweet potato fries, baked, not fried. And they're very healthy. You can dip them in, I guess, a ketchup, or just you can put lime on top. That's really good. And that's your healthy snack for today. So I hope you enjoy this, guys. If you try it, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and happy and healthy eating with a little English learning.